Hello, people. I am Ben, walking on the streets where, motorcycles sometimes go. And like, between when I saw myself, I did have a second of being like, do I want to stream when I've got facial hair? And I was like, no, to heck with those insecurities. Yeah, for direct words, yeah, I'm going to get to threading, so I've been growing it out, but I shouldn't have to explain that. Anyway, that kind of like because I know there's some. Anyway, let's move on. I'm in Ceylon, Bangkok. This is like basically where it's all happening, except for Sukhumvit. That's also where it's all happening in a more sexual way, if you know what I mean. Like in Ceylon, there's a lot of the business. It's right beside the tallest building in Bangkok. There's so much going on. I mean, yeah, things might be. Actually, I was going to say marginally more expensive, but the prices are fairly consistent. Anyway, I a friend asked me this morning, "Wow, are you having an allergic reaction to something?" It might not have been quite as dramatic as that. I just done, I think, 26 squats, 26 sit-ups. I'm not the fittest person, but like I think doing that in heat is like it gets me sweating a bit, but it's more even if I'm not doing anything, even if I am just lying on the bed, like sweat will build up on my arms. Sweat will build up to the point where it's just I get up and then it's literally dripping down onto my feet. Sorry to be gross, but is it hot? Yeah, it's blooming hot. Um, I should have done a Celsius to Fahrenheit check before this. I apologise for you silly American people using Fahrenheit. Please stop doing that and start using Celsius instead. I'm not going to accommodate you. Anyway, so back to the point. Right now, it's maybe 34-ish. Like, it's, I don't know how they measure the temperature, but like in the strong sun like that, it is a bit warmer than in the shade. And obviously, the breeze affects things a lot. And when there is a breeze in the shade, it is basically perfect. I would say that with a breeze, it is perfection. Now, right now, it's just coming out of winter. Bangkok, London, basically same seasons, unlike the southern hemisphere. You know, we're still northern. And there are seasons, like in winter, it will be a few degrees colder, not by as much as in the UK, but yeah, a little bit less. And then there is like a really rainy season, and I think that's basically just after. Maybe that's what Songnam is about, the water festival to herald the arrival of Henry. And thanks for the reminder, Stream Elements, and thanks to my past self for programming Stream Elements, but you know what? Heck yeah. There we go. I've already been stretching with all my rock, but let's get into the food. Anyway, the point is, yeah, it's hot. Like, at night right now, we are probably going to see 28 degrees. I don't know if it's like even throughout all the darkness. And when you are actually awake, you might, if you wake up, like this is part of the reason I nowadays wake up at like 6 or 6:30. Like I would never be waking up at this kind of time in the UK. I love getting out when it's still kind of cool. I love it when it's shady. Like this is good. And like although the pollution is a bit much, but like hey, this is good. And then I look around and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. But yeah, when the sun is shining in your window, when you've got that sort of greenhouse effect, and for a good chunk of the day, it's getting hotter inside your room than outside. I'm not even exaggerating. Like that, it's just too much. Um, my ideal temperature, if I had to pick one temperature to always be at, I think it might be 29 degrees. Like, I don't mean my internal temperature, I mean like immediately around me. You know what I mean? Anyway, all good. So, that would be my ideal temperature. Now, in the UK, you see that maybe a tiny part of each year, like maybe 4 days a year, you might get to those kinds of heights. Here, like right now, coming into spring, I think, like, yeah, it's going to be that temperature for like twice a day, which is amazing. It's not just touching on it, it's actually going through that transition, rising up and then getting to 36, maybe 37 degrees, and then going down maybe to, 29, 20, like the coldest temperature I ever experienced in, actually no, the coldest temperatures I've ever experienced in Bangkok are indoors, when people put on the AC to ridiculous temperatures, and then you maybe sweat outside, and then you come in, and then the sweat suddenly cold, and then you're like thinking, wow, I really should have brought a jumper because I was not expecting to be cold in Bangkok. But that's the only time I could imagine being cold is indoors. Like, I experienced it being 24 degrees. Bear in mind, I've been here for all the coldest parts of the year. I've been through these terrible cold temperatures of 20 degrees. Not even 20 degrees. That's only indoors again. Like, honestly, the coldest it ever got outside was, I think, 24 degrees centigrade. Maybe it was, I mean, it's pretty warm here, and I prefer it being warm. Like, like I just tried to explain, this is higher than my perfect ideal temperature, but it's a lot closer to my perfect ideal temperature than the UK or, frankly, anywhere in Europe ever was. Yeah, I mean, I know Turkey's got like some more warmth than the UK, but even so, like, this is where it's good. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Is it top tier? Yeah. Is it? Depends where you are, I guess. And so make sure you wear light clothes and still come if you don't like sweating or have big problems with the heat. But otherwise, I hope you're doing well, and I'm going to say bye 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye. Oh, bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye. Bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye. Bye bye. I'm going off the set. Bye bye. Bye bye. I'm wearing underwear. I'm glad that I'm wearing underwear because that would kind of use wasn't. And I don't